Welcome back. All right, Game 4. Carolina and New Jersey, the second of four Game 4s today. We saw a series get evened up earlier. Did we see this one even up? Well, let's go ahead and go through it. Anderson versus Markstrom in this one. Early jump for the Devils. He sure gets denied, but at 52 seconds, Carolina scores. Svechnikov wires one short side pass to screen. Burns and Blake with the assists. So we're less than a minute into the game, and Carolina has the lead. Canes look for another. There's a press by Carolina 2 minutes in. Gostisbehere has a shot that's caught and held. Jarvis then has a slot shot that's kicked aside as Carolina's in full control early on. Siegenthaler has a wrister that's held. Burns then fires one high on a rush. Mercer has a one-timer that's blocked. Jankowski has a net drive chance that's saved. The Canes press at 7 minutes. Aho has a shot that's blocked. Momentum for Carolina at this stage. Shots are 6-3 Carolina at 8.5 minutes. The Devils get pinned down. They're blocking the net pretty well. And then it is a failed clear. And at 9:47, basically Slavin steals a puck and puts it top shelf from a sharp angle. And so Jacob Slavin showing he's got himself some hands. And it's a 2-0 lead for Carolina. And so for New Jersey, things get really, really quiet in the building at that stage. Robinson has a rush chance that's saved. No easy pucks for the Devils. They're on their heels a lot in that first period. Things get pushy after Glass scores. Now, he didn't hear the whistle is what he said. So he puts the puck in the net on what was an offside. The whistle had already gone. He said he didn't hear it. You know what? He may not have been able to hear it. That's absolutely... During the playoffs, fans tend to get kind of noisy, and so I would understand if he actually did not hear it. Ref is told that he sucks because the play was offside. So it's not a goal. The play was offside. 3:57 left. The Devils get a power play. There's an early clear. The fans call for a 5-on-3, which we saw in the other review I did earlier. Ref doesn't. Myers denied. Puck's cleared out. Power play's killed off, and just that one shot on net for New Jersey on the power play. Then there's a near miss for Jankowski on a 3-on-2, and with 31 seconds left, Carolina gets themselves a power play. So it's 2-0 in favor of the Canes after one. And now it's a second period power play as well for Carolina to start things. Now, it started off well enough. I mean, the Devils prevent that early setup, but the Canes do set up, and at 42 seconds, Svechnikov tips in a net feed, a second goal of the game, making it 3-0 in favor of Carolina. The assist to Jarvis and Aho. Now, things look pretty dark and bleak for the New Jersey Devils until at 2:45, Hischier buries one blocker side from the slot. Palat and Meyer with the assists. So that makes it 3-1, and it wakes up the crowd. The crowd had gotten a little bit quiet in New Jersey to that point. Canes look to respond. Stahl has a one-timer that's held. There's some pushing there. Anderson gets shaken up. He's bumped by Meyer, and I've seen the debate about whether or not it was on purpose. I didn't see intent. I'm sorry. I know Canes fans did. I don't see the intent there. Meyer bumps into the goaltender, and it was just one of those things where he fell awkwardly, and it looked like it was his knee. Now, Anderson's had problems with his knee before. He's had problems with it this season. So Anderson leaves, and Kochetkov goes in the net. There are teams that have a really hard time with a switch of goaltender. Carolina, I don't think will, because the Canes generally are not a team that leans heavily on their goaltenders. They're a team that wins by team play, team defense, and timely offense. And so the goaltender is still important. I'm not saying it's not, but it's a little less important for their game than it might be for others. So initially, they do give Meyer a 5-minute penalty to look at it. That's all it was a 5-minute for. When they look at it, they decide no penalty. Rod Brindamore disagreed vehemently with the no penalty call. Understandable, because he just lost his starting goaltender. Shots are 4 apiece at 6 minutes. Aho's denied on a fast break. Kokaniemi shoots one high via a 2-on-1. And then at 7:34, it's an unassisted goal by Timo Meyer, who I thought right away, okay, so he's the one that Canes fans want in the box right now, and he's scoring, or even kicked out of the game, and he's scoring. It's sharp angle. It's from the left circle. It was one of the first shots that was faced by Kochetkov, and Meyer scores. So at 7:34 of the second period, the score is 3-2, and all of a sudden the Devils have momentum. They're only behind by one. Kochetkov hasn't looked sharp to this point. Devils then look to tie it. Haula has a wrister that's held. The Canes press with 9 minutes left. Svechnikov's denied. The Devils finally clear. Devils were pinned down for a while there. Robinson has a one-timer that's held. Shots are 9-8 for the Devils with 6 minutes left. The Devils draw a power play. Bratt can't bury one in close. Kochetkov holds there. They cycle. Hamilton fires one high. Puck's cleared out. A net feed to Tatar. Near miss there. That power play is killed off. It stays 3-2 in favor of Carolina. Devils press after the power play is done. Things get pushed on a hold by Kochetkov. Momentum with the Devils, but they're still behind. The Canes, it felt like at that point, needed intermission, but they got something that's just as good as intermission. With 2:44 left, the Devils take a penalty, so the Carolina Hurricanes go to the power play. They cycle. Jarvis has a shot that's held. There's back-to-back clears. It's killed off, but it did kind of take some of that starch out of the game for New Jersey. The Canes, in fact, pressed to close out the period, and they're ahead 3-2 after the second period. The third period, Hamilton has a rush chance that's held. There's an early power play for Carolina. So huge power play here, looking to restore the 2-goal lead. There's an early clear, then there's a cycle by the Canes. Blake can't bury one in close. It actually stays on the goal line. Very nearly went in. It did not. And so Jackson Blake, just a little bit of luck there. It would have gone in. Blocker save then on Burns. Power play is killed off with one final clear by New Jersey. The Devils press after that power play has been killed off. Hamilton misses one wide from in close. Things get pushed in a hole by Kochetkov again. Although this game was not as rough as some of the other games in series have been. There's a little bit of that in this one too. Shots are 3-2 for the Carolina Hurricanes at 5.5 minutes. So they're doing a good job of keeping the New Jersey attack under control. The Devils press the Canes. They block and they clear. So the Canes not overly worried with adding more goals at this point. Devils press at 8.5 minutes. The Canes press with 9.5 minutes left. And though there were fewer scoring chances, lots of hitting going on in that third period. And then a scoring chance shows up at 14-14. This goal, the last time it looked, still shows us being Martinook's. I don't know if he touched it. The puck goes through Markstrom, and then we get some pushing as well. But it's Martinook's goal. Burns with the assist. So at 14-14 of the third period, Carolina has their 2-goal lead back. So the goalie pull would happen with 3:35 left, and Carolina would hit the empty net. At 16:43, it's Andrei Svechnikov with the hat trick, his second career playoff hat trick. The assists to Blake and Aho. So Blake had a couple of assists, Aho had a couple of assists, and Blake almost had a goal to go with that as well. Carolina wins this one 5-2. They go up 3-1 in the series, and they have a chance to close this out at home. For Devils fans, rough day. Shots on net, 8-4 Carolina in the first, 11 apiece in the second, 10-7 Carolina in the third. Final shots, 29-22 for the Canes. Power plays, Carolina 1 for 3, Devils 0 for 2. The hits, 33-26 in favor of Carolina. So they out-hit the Devils, they outshoot the Devils. Anderson saved 6 out of 7. Kochetkov saved 14 out of 15. I did see on social media some Canes fans when Kochetkov went in say, that's it, we're done. I don't know what the problem is. Kochetkov sucks. He saved 14 out of 15. I wonder if they went back and deleted those posts. Markstrom, 24 saves on 28 shots for Markstrom. And for New Jersey now, the math is simple. They have to win 3 in a row or their season is finished. So maybe Carolina finishes it in Game 5. Is that what we're going to see? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.